Kings Island, from concept through the first 50 years. Cincinnati's Coney Island Amusement Park was founded in 1867. As the centennial celebration approached, Coney Island was regularly voted the world's best amusement park. However, Gary Watch, Coney Island's vice president, believed the park needed a new location. Room for park expansion did not exist as the park was bordered by a river, highway, racetrack, and a city. Further, the Ohio River's spring floods caused considerable damage and delayed park openings. But major stockholders, including one with significant holdings, disagreed. Wax prepared for a showdown board of directors meeting when events made the meeting unnecessary. In 1986, Fess Parker announced plans to build a new Frontier World theme park in northern Kentucky. Since a nearby theme park would adversely affect Coney Island, stockholders approved the move and convinced banks to not fund Parker's Frontier World. Coney Island lacked the resources to build an expanded theme park on their own. At the same time, Taft Broadcasting was looking for ways to showcase their 1965 acquisition of Hanna-Barbera. Thinking that a theme park featuring Hanna-Barbera characters might provide such exposure, Watch approached Taft suggesting a joint venture. In 1969, Taft Broadcasting purchased Coney Island along with 1,600 acres in nearby Warren County. The plan to relocate Coney Island was in motion. Kings Island's grand opening was on May 27, 1972. Kings Island opened with 5 themed areas: Happy Land of Hanna-Barbera, Rivertown, Coney Island, Oktoberfest, and International Street. 5 Coney Island rides were relocated into the Happy Land of Hanna-Barbera: Kiki Kangaroo, Autocat, Motor Mouse, Squiddly Diddly, and Funky Phantom. New rides included Enchanted Voyage, Winnie's Witch's Cauldron, Gulliver's Rub-a-Dub, Marathon Turnpike, and Scooby-Doo. Brand new rides in Rivertown were Kenton's Cove, Ohio Overland and Auto Livery, Shawnee Landing, Wheel of Fortune, and the Kings Island and Miami Railroad. The Kings Mill Log Flume was the only Coney Island ride relocated into the Rivertown section. Coney Island amusement park rides that were moved into the new Coney section were Cuddle Up, Dodgems, Flying Carpet, Flying Scooters, Scrambler, Tumblebug, and the Grand Carousel. New rides were Halley's Comet, Monster, Lay Taxi, and the Racer. 2 Coney Island rides were relocated into Oktoberfest. Bavarian Beetle, and the Rotor. Der Spinnenkeggers was the only new Oktoberfest ride. International Street featured many shops plus the Royal Fountain, the Coney Island Theater, and the Eiffel Tower. The Sky Ride transported guests between Oktoberfest and the happy land of Hanna-Barbera. The Kenton's Cove ride was retired at the end of the season. 1973 saw Bayern Curve and Flying Dutchman added in Oktoberfest, while Kenton's Cove Keelboat Canal opened in Rivertown. Kings Island added a new themed area in 1974, Lion Country Safari. The 1975 season opened adding Giant Double Wheel and Troika in Coney Island. 1976 saw the opening of American Heritage Music Hall on International Street. The Giant Double Wheel was renamed Zodiac. The Troika was renamed Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Both Shawnee Landing and Cuddle Up were retired. New rides for 1977 included Screamin' Demon in the Wild African section, Boulder Bumpers in the Happy Land of Hanna-Barbera, and International Showcase on International Street. The Lion Country Safari section was renamed Wild Animal Safari, and Marathon Turnpike became Turnpike. In 1978, the Kings Island Theater was removed and the site was transformed into Tower Gardens. But the Bavarian Beetle was retired. In 1979, the Rivertown section saw the opening of the Beast. It opened as the world's tallest, longest, and fastest wooden roller coaster. And it is still the longest and consistently ranks in the top 10 among wooden coasters. And the Turnpike was renamed Speed Buggy. 1979 was the final season for Halley's Comet and the Sky Ride. In 1980, Maxi Taxi opened in Wild Animal Safari, and the Scooby-Doo roller coaster was renamed the Beastie. 1981 celebrated the opening of the Bat in the Coney Island section. It was the first of its kind suspended roller coaster. But 1981 was also the final season for Gulliver's Rub-a-Dub and the Rotor. Viking Fury opened in Oktoberfest, kicking off the 1982 season. One racing coaster was turned around, running backwards, becoming the first racing coaster in the world to do so. 3 new rides were added in the renamed Hanna-Barbera Land: the Hanna-Barbera Carousel, Scooby-Choo, and Rawhide Railway. The Screamin' Demon was renamed the Demon. And 1982 was the final year for Bayern Curve. Fest House made its official debut in 1983. It was the final season for Maxi Taxi rides and the Enchanted Voyage. Taft Broadcasting sold their parks to the King's Entertainment Company in December 1983. In 1984, the King Cobra, a stand-up roller coaster, opened in Adventure Village. Smurfs Enchanted Voyage replaced Enchanted Voyage, and Wheel of Fortune was removed. Whitewater Canyon opened in Rivertown at the start of the 1985 season. It was the last year for the Tumblebug and the original Dodgems. Finally, the Bat, idle since 1983, was removed. In 1986, the Coney Island section was renamed Coney Mall, where 4 new attractions were added: Zephyr, Skylab, a new Dodgems, and Cinema 180. Flying Carpet moved to Hanna-Barbera Land as Scrappy Slides, and it was the final season for Zodiac. The new Vortex roller coaster opened in Coney Mall, kicking off the 1987 season. It had the most inversions and was the world's tallest full-circuit roller coaster. 1987 was also the final year for the Demon. The sale of the Kings Island theme park to American Financial Corporation was announced in August. 1988 opened with Amazon Falls added to the Action Zone. 1989 was the final year for Der Spinnin' Keggers. Flight Commander opened on Coney Mall at the start of the 1990 season. It was the final season for Flying Dutchman and the Ferris wheel. 1991 saw the opening of Adventure Express in Oktoberfest. It was the final season for Smurfs Enchanted Voyage and Winnie's Witch's Cauldrons. 1992 saw many changes in Hanna-Barbera Land. Phantom Theater replaced Smurfs Enchanted Voyage. New rides were Scooby Zoom, Red Baron's Biplanes, and Flintstones Flyers. And Paramount Communications purchased Kings Island. The 1993 season opened with a new park name, Paramount's Kings Island. Top Gun, a suspended roller coaster, was added in the wild animal habitat. Tower Gardens was rebranded as Paramount Story. And it was the final year for Wild Animal Habitat, the Monorail, and Sunshine Turnpike. 1994 kicked off with the opening of the motion simulator Days of Thunder in the Action Zone. In 1995, Adventure Village expanded with the addition of Drop Zone, an upcharge sky coaster. A new section, Nickelodeon Splat City, was created in the Planet Snoopy area bordering Rivertown, adding a kids' play area, stage, and water attraction. It was the final season for Flight Commander, Cinema 180, and Scrappy's Slides. The Outer Limits Flight of Fear opened in Coney Island at the start of the 1996 season. Excess Raceway, an upcharge go-kart attraction, opened in Adventure Village. And Drop Zone was renamed Extreme Skyflyer. 1997 was the final season for Skylab. For 1998, Scooby's Ghoster Coaster, Yogi's Sky Tours, and Adam Ant's Airways were added in the Hanna-Barbera area. The Days of Thunder simulator was replaced by James Bond 007, a license to thrill. 1999 saw Face Off, an inverted face-to-face boomerang coaster, and Drop Zone Stunt Tower, Intamin's tallest gyro drop tower, open in the Action Zone. Amazon Falls was renamed Congo Falls, and Excess Raceway became Days of Thunder. The 2000 season began with the addition of Son of Beast, the tallest and fastest wooden roller coaster in the world, in Paramount's Action Zone. It was the first wooden hypercoaster and the first in the modern era to feature a vertical loop. But 2000 was the final year for Kenton's Cove Keelboat Canal. 2001 saw the addition of Rugrats' Runaway Raptor in Hanna-Barbera Land. Kingsmill Log Flume reopened as Wild Thornberry's River Adventure. The Outer Limits Flight of Fear was renamed Flight of Fear. James Bond 007, a license to thrill simulator, became known as FX Theater. But it was the final season for the King Cobra. In 2002, Tomb Raider the Ride opened in Rivertown. Slingshot, a new upcharge thrill ride, opened in Oktoberfest. But it was Phantom Theater's final season. The 2003 season opened, adding Delirium in Action Zone, and Phantom Theater was replaced by Scooby-Doo and the Haunted Castle. 2004 was the final season for Antique Cars and Flying Eagles. In 2005, Italian Job Stunt Track opened in the Coney Mall. And 2005 was the final season for Scooby's Ghoster Coaster, Jetson's Jet Orbiters, Boo Boo's Baggage Claim, and Babalooey's Buggies. In 2006, Nickelodeon Central and Hanna-Barbera Land were combined into Nickelodeon Universe, where Avatar: The Last Airbender, Phantom Flyers, and Plankton's Plunge were added. In July, Son of Beast was shut down for the rest of the season, and Kings Island and its sister parks were sold to Cedar Fair. The park reverted to its original Kings Island name in 2007. Paramount's Action Zone became Action Zone. The former Geauga Lake X-Flight coaster opened as Firehawk in the Coney Mall. And Son of Beast reopened without the loop. For 2008, many rides lost their Paramount names and were rethemed. Face Off became Invertigo. Top Gun became Flight Deck. Drop Zone Stunt Tower became Drop Tower. Days of Thunder became Thunder Alley. Italian Job Stunt Track became Backlot Stunt Coaster. FX Theater became Action Theater. and Tomb Raider the Ride became the Crypt. Also, the backward racer train was returned to its original configuration. In 2009, the Diamondback roller coaster opened in Rivertown. It is the first hypercoaster with a splashdown effect and features a 230-foot lift hill that results in a 215-foot drop. But Son of Beast ceased operations in June and never reopened. 2010 saw Nickelodeon Universe transformed into Planet Snoopy, and all the rides were renamed. However, 2010 was the final year for Action Theater as a ride. Windseeker opened on Coney Island in 2011, along with the largest animatronic dinosaur park, Dinosaurs Alive. But the crypt closed at the end of the season. 2012 was the final year for Thunder Alley, and Son of Beast, closed since 2009, was demolished. In 2014, Banshee, the world's longest steel inverted roller coaster, opened in the Action Zone, and Flight Deck was renamed the Bat. For 2015, Woodstock Gliders and Snoopy Space Buggies were added in Planet Snoopy. 2017 opened with Mystic Timbers, a family-friendly wooden roller coaster in Rivertown. But it was the last year for Dinosaurs Alive. Firehawk was removed after the 2018 season. 2019 opened with Kingsmill Antique Autos added to Coney Mall. But it was the Vortex roller coaster's final year. For 2020, Orion, the world's 7th gigacoaster and the park's tallest, fastest, and longest coaster, opened in the Area 72 section of Coney Mall. For 2021, the racer received over 500 feet of track work on both sides of the track. Kings Island celebrates its 50th anniversary in 2022. So here are some 2022 Kings Island sights and sounds.
This is the funky view. Mom and I just rode this. Oh, here they go! Says she doesn't want to ride this. The Eiffel Tower here at Kings Island on Mother's Day, May 8th, 2022.